Hey, what is up, everybody? Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios, bringing you a free daily tarot card reading. But first, we are going to take a breath. So let's breathe in through our nose. Hold it. Breathe out through your mouth. And if you feel better, drop a like, leave a comment. I gotta take my glasses off because the glare of the light is bothering me pretty bad. With that being said, we're gonna get into today's reading. It is November 25th. This is the Tibetan Book of the Dead spread. And on this day, today in Tibet is the most memorial festival of Tunguska, a well-known Tibetan religious philosopher. Lamps and lanterns are lit on the windowsills, and contained fires are lit on monastery roofs. His image is carried in processions. And here's a little couple cool sidebar facts. After Chinese invasion of Tibet in 1949, over 6,000 monasteries were destroyed. That's horrible. It's estimated that 1 million Tibetans have died as a result of the brutal Chinese occupation continuing to this day. Wow, that's really intense. And then it says, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, like all books of the dead, describes the soul's journey to the afterlife. The entire major arcana could be viewed as an afterlife journey, with each card representing a lesson or challenge for the soul. And in my experience, too, the major arcana is a really good template for kind of the hero's journey in our own life experience. I actually meditate on the cards like over a period of weeks. I'll have like one that I focus on. Anyhow, let me actually get into the spread. Ready for enlightenment? According to according to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the best opportunity for liberation of the soul happens as death occurs. This is when the soul encounters the 5 primordial expressions of ultimate cosmic energy, called the Dhyani Buddhas. These are the 5 principles of a fully awakened consciousness. Each principle informs a question of this spread. And the first one is empty Buddha, direction and time. And the question is, how do you slow time? The moon card in reverse comes up. The moon card in reverse is about something being risky, or it being confusing, or it being dangerous, right? How do you slow time? Being in fear, maybe, and not necessarily in a good way, and I can't see that being relative to this. So it could say that this is something that we need to work on, right? Being in fear and anxiety and avoiding the problem, like slowing time by not directly taking action. That's one of the ways that we could take it. I don't know. That one's kind of challenging. Immovable Buddha is the next one, wisdom. How do you become wise? 8 of Cups in reverse comes up. 8s are about change. Cups are about emotions. 8 of Cups in reverse is about like being an Epicurean and drifting and being aimless. So how do you become wise? Travel and experience life and put yourself in lots of different situations and have an open mind about those experiences is the general thing, right? Live a very rich and varied existence. Change your paradigm often. Also, the other thing about 8 of Cups, it talked about being an Epicurean. Epicureanism is similar to hedonism in the sense that there's like this search for pleasure. But unlike hedonism, which is at any cost, Epicureanism is more so as long as it like within reason, right? So it's like moderation. So how do you become wise? Moderation in all things. Buddha of precious birth, the human realm, earth, fertility, and wealth. What are you here to do? King of Cups comes up in reverse. King of Cups in reverse is about like having a lot of emotional challenges, or maybe having a difficult time focusing your attention. And as far as what you're supposed to do, I would assume that that is better orient yourself to deal with those emotional challenges that you might face, and embrace kind of the upright meaning of this card, which is being emotionally balanced. Additionally, there's kind of this turtle in this image. The turtle, to me, reptiles are symbols of wisdom. Turtles have this slow pace, and it's this wisdom of patience and perseverance through things. So what are you here to do? you're here to learn how to, I don't want to say master your emotions because that's too aggressive of a term, to allow yourself to experience your emotions without being overly controlled by them, right? So you can feel them, but you're not that swayed by it. Buddha of infinite light and compassion. How can you help others? Four of Swords comes up. Fours are about stability, swords are about the mind. Stabilize your mind is like the literal translation of it, but in terms of what this card means, it kind of means rest, recuperation, take a break. How can you help others? By letting them help themselves a little bit and focusing on you. I think that most of the problems in the world would be solved if people spent a lot of the energy on that they invest in trying to change other people on themselves. I fall guilty of that shit all the time. And I'm consciously aware of it, so I can only imagine how much that happens to people that aren't aware of it. Yeah, how can you help others? Take a break, learn how to chill out a little bit. That's been like one of the big things for me the past couple months, is learning how to chill out and relax. It's definitely helped a lot. The Buddha of unfailing success, or karma. How do you heal yourself? King of Bows comes up. King of Bows is about like self-control and discipline. I like this interpretation of the card too, because it's somebody aiming a bow. And that's kind of how we heal, is by focusing on that target and then taking the action to create the proper conditions to allow that to occur, right? How do you heal? You set that intention and you work towards it by having a disciplined regimen. And it doesn't mean that you're perfect at it. It actually means you accept that you're going to fail a lot, but that you factor that into your plan and you understand that failing is part of the process, and you pick yourself up and you invest more energy in trying to do it right than you do in beating yourself up for making a mistake. And when you learn to like leverage your energy that way, things are way different. I can promise you that, because I've lived both ways, right? And with that being said, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If it was, please leave me a kind, I almost said kind review like I'm doing a reading for other people. Holy shit. Please leave me a like or a comment. That would be really helpful. And if you do want a private reading where I'll say all that good stuff at the end, you can book with me on Etsy. I also have live readings available through Acuity, and it's like $65 for a 30-minute live reading. I'm pricey, but I'm worth it. And I hope that was helpful. Peace. Hey, thanks again for checking out my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe by hitting the phoenix down below and check out more of my videos over there.